Alex here with another video on high conflict child custody. This is going to be a quick video. I'm just going to talk about fee waivers in the court system. So if you can't afford an attorney, obviously you have to represent yourself. But what if you can't even afford to pay the filing fee? There is something available to you in the entirety of United States of America, basically called a fee waiver, or sometimes it's called by its formal name, an application to proceed in Forma Pauperis, which is Latin for in the form of a pauper. What this allows you to do is obtain court access without having to pay even the filing fees. Getting one of these, my understanding, and I've used them before several times, is that they're pretty easy to get. It's annoying because it will delay your case. The filing of your case is delayed until the judge rules as to whether or not you should be allowed to proceed without paying filing fees. But aside from that, I've never been denied an application to proceed in Forma Pauperis, except once when I tried to use it on appeal. But I do want to mention that I did actually successfully use it on appeal as well. So I filed, I believe, 1 or 2 justice court actions with the fee waived. I filed 2 different district court actions where the fee was waived, and I did get the fee waived on at least 1 appeal, maybe 2, and this was when I was in college and I was working sporadically or I wasn't working at all. So I mean, what happens is that it's a conflict with the equal protection clause of the Constitution. So the courts are obviously entitled to charge fees because there's 2 reasons as to why. Number 1, it funds the courts at least partially. Number 2 is it really forces people to put skin in the game. Basically, if you're unwilling to pay a certain portion of the amount of money you've earned, then as far as the court is concerned, the issue is not that, what's the word? You could say the issue isn't that important to you. But the problem comes when somebody is so poor that they are not paying the filing fee because the issue isn't important to them. They're paying it literally because they can't afford to. So please do check into that. If you're someone who's actually did it with my bankruptcy too, which is kind of funny that you have to pay a filing fee for a bankruptcy because some people, I mean, they're bankrupt, they don't have anything. And to think that you have to pay money to declare bankruptcy is a little confusing. But yeah, it's there. I did that for my bankruptcy too. This was like 7 or 8 years ago. So anyway, if you're out there and you need to process a case, whether it's child custody or something else that's going on, look into obtaining a fee waiver. Don't just throw your hands up and say, I can't go to court because I can't pay the filing fee, because you can get around it. I will say that you shouldn't abuse it. There's this class of people that abuse Forma Pauperis status, and it really makes the rest of us look bad when we have to use it. I haven't had to use it since I graduated college, but when you're out there and you're using the fee waiver, remember that if you abuse it, it's going to the judges are already pretty jaded. So just make sure that you have done your research and that you've looked at your case from all angles. Don't just go filing these things like crazy, obtaining free access to the courts and tying up the court's time. And with that, I'm going to end this video.